there is a level of weight that is going on in this reading that is heavy with burden, stress, and this feeling. The word that kept coming to me was indecisiveness, this feeling of, I don't know what decision to make. I feel very confused right now. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know if this is the right decision or what decision that I need to make in my life right now. And this is for a collective reading. And I don't think this is for everybody. I think it's probably very specific. But once we get into it, we're going to see. Happy Wednesday, everyone. It's the middle of the week. Some of you are really feeling it. I could feel it. And we're going to get into this right now. So hang on. This is checking the energy for the next day when we're setting our intentions. It's possibly what the energy might be feeling for you tomorrow. But here's the thing, I feel for a lot of you, what I'm reading in this is that you've been feeling this for a couple of days at least, and you might be feeling it for a couple more days. There is this weight on your mental state of like, I really don't know what I'm doing. I don't know, is this right? Is this wrong? There is some internal dialogue happening that's making you feel a level of anxiety. And what's interesting is the anxiety you're feeling feels very lonely. It feels like you don't know who to talk to about this. And it's very confusing because the decisions that you need to make aren't being made. And there's a level of indecisiveness. You're feeling like you're being held back from moving forward, that the movement can't happen until you're able to make these decisions. And the relief that you can get from this is it is going to pass. You're going to be able to make decision. But I can feel it heavy that you are waking up early in the morning, possibly in sweats, because I feel like a lot of you have been activated. A lot of you have been going through this shift, have been breaking out in sweats, been possibly waking up at odd hours of the night, and even seeing synchronicities that seem unusual. There's synchronicities that you typically don't see, whatever they are, but that's what I've been getting. And you almost have this inner feeling of like, I'm doing all this work. I feel like I'm just constantly in this movement of getting things done, but I'm not seeing anything come out of it. And I'm almost feeling like I'm in a stagnation, that I'm not seeing the fruits of my labor. I'm not seeing the results of all this work I've been putting in for however long it's been for you. And you have the vision, you have the idea, that they're flooding, the ideas are coming, but to make the decision. And for some of you, I feel like there's a select group that have like an abundance of ideas coming through, but they can't solidify anything. Like the decision is revolving around, which one am I going to go with? I have like 15 ideas and I can't run with all 15 because it's completely overwhelming me. And these decisions are making you restless. They're making you feel a level of anxiety. But know that at some point, you're going to receive that revelation of what decision you need to make and how you need to streamline your process. But right now, what you're feeling is an intensity of indecisiveness. And again, this is not for everybody. So only take what resonates and leave the rest. Be sure to not isolate yourself to the point. Now, granted, you need time to process things, and everybody needs that alone time to kind of sit with themselves and reflect and process things. But make sure that you are reaching out to someone you trust or someone in a community or the resources that you need to make those decisions, because you don't want to try to tread this alone. Not everything happens well when you're just isolating yourself in a decision. It may be good to vet it out with someone that you trust, vet it out with someone who maybe is on the same trajectory and you need advice. There's nothing wrong with that. There's always people out there who are willing to help you, because your ideas are going to lead you to great opportunities. There are opportunities out there that are ready to come to fruition and are coming to fruition. It's just, it's hard for you to see it because everything takes baby steps. And a lot of times we want to see things happen really quickly, and it doesn't necessarily happen that way. And the other thing that I want to mention here that was really strong is that part of the weight of this heaviness revolves around you're feeling like There are people around you who do not understand what you're going through. There is immense weight in that area. I feel it really strongly. And understand that that's okay, because there are people who do understand. So you need to just shift who you're communicating with, who you're having these conversations with, because again, not everybody's understanding. And that's part of the weight, because there's a part of you that wants to have that conversation and convince them of your ideas and what you're doing in your life. But you know they're going to come back to you and say, well, I don't think that's really smart. Or how about if you fail at that? How about if that doesn't work out? And you're preventing yourself from interacting with these people because you don't want to hear that conversation. And I don't blame you. So you need to reach out to a community, to the people in your life who understand, who are going to just lend an ear and listen, and not exactly, give you that negative feedback that's like on loop all the time, that they never just seem to believe in anything that you say or do. You don't need that type of energy, especially with what is feeling here, with the amount of density and weight in the indecisiveness. And this is going to make you feel resentment, because you just want someone to listen. You just want someone to understand. And it makes you feel immense resentment that you just don't have that in your life, but you do. You just need to know where to reach out, whether it's people online, whether it's friends close to you, coworkers that you trust, whatever it is. Lean into the people that you know deep down are going to understand what it is that you are dealing with in your life right now. But don't make the burden so heavy that you're just hanging on these issues. You want to be able to break yourself free. That's what I just heard, break yourself free. Go do something that is completely different than what you're doing right now. If you feel like you're hanging in your house so much and you're just staying insular a lot, maybe you need to go do something outside. Maybe you need to go to take a walk or socialize, something that's going to break you out of the cycle. Because when you stay in this cycle, revelation doesn't come. Clarity comes when you kind of change things up in your life. And staying in that same stagnant energy is not going to help you resolve the issue. So it might be, for some of you, just getting out and doing something different in your life that doesn't revolve around you stewing on this and thinking about it so much that you're overwhelming yourself. But you do have great ideas. Your ideas are ready to come to fruition, and probably are coming to fruition, but you're just feeling an immense amount of burden right now, like an indecisiveness. What am I going to do? Which area should I go into? What area should I focus in? What should I put my energy into? And it's a lot. It's a lot. So for the neurolinguistics card, we got belief system reboot. Your beliefs shape your reality. This card encourages you to take a deep dive into your belief system, challenge outdated beliefs, and install new ones that align with your vision of success and fulfillment. And this was a great card. When this came out, it made complete sense to me, because you're stuck in a particular mindset that's keeping you from shifting with the shift that has recently happened for some of you. Some of you are feeling it. You're waking up at odd hours. You're feeling hot. Like, I could say for me, I've been feeling like my skin is on fire. Like, it's just been bizarre. But for a lot of you, you've been seeing unusual synchronicities. You've been feeling kind of off lately. So just know it might take a little bit of a shifting of your mindset, putting in more decisive type decisions instead of staying at indecisiveness. Start making some decisions, and that may involve you getting some clarity, changing your environment. Just change things up a little bit, even if it's a little bit. Maybe, instead of getting your stuff delivered, go out to the store and pick it up. You know what I mean? Like, just switch things up in your environment. It might help shift things for you. And then the angel number that we got was 700, originate. And this was great because your thoughts create your reality. And this is so true, because there is bravery in wanting something in life. And right now you're sitting in that indecisiveness and you're not feeling brave. It can lead to disappointment, but the angels want you to take a chance. And it's hard, right? Because making a decision kind of holds you down to something that you've got to produce. What is it that you want? Ask yourself that question. They are sending you energy to you so that you can manifest your desires in your life. your work today is to want something. Write a closely held desire on a piece of paper and put the paper somewhere safe, such as a bedside drawer. So look at what you want. The indecisiveness could be that you just have too many revolving ideas happening and you need to hone it into something that you really want to do. Something that you're really good at. That's what I'm hearing. Something that you're really good at that comes natural. And then Spirit says split the deck, and we got 3, 4, 6 skipping steps. The details are so important. And a lot of times we overlook the details. Maybe you need to dissect each of those ideas and really look at what's involved in making them happen and look at what is going to go the smoothest for you. You are moving at a faster speed than most lately, and your angels are reminding you to make sure you aren't skipping any necessary steps. Circle back today to a recent situation and make absolutely sure you do not miss any details or processes that could cause an issue later. And when this came out, what immediately came to my mind was when you've got a lot of ideas floating in your head and ideas going on, and you feel that level of indecisiveness, you oftentimes can not look at them detailed enough to look at what is all involved in making those things happen. So for some of you, you may need to look into the details of these ideas to be able to then put like prioritize. Okay, yeah, that's what I heard. Prioritize the list. Thank you, Spirit. Prioritize the list. What is going to be the most fruition for you, and what is going to be least, and what do you have the most skill in and what do you not? What is the areas that you know the most of, it that you have the most skill of? Put them at the top of your list. Those are the ones that are going to move easier and quicker. And then what was interesting was in the box there was one card left, and Spirit was like, pick it up, that's for you. And it's for the collective. 644 struggle. Self-created stress is unhealthy. You're feeling this. You are feeling it. The angels, I'm telling you, the angels are like, look, this number is necessary for the collective. Your angels are asking you to get honest about how you contribute undue stress and conflict to your own life. They ask you to contemplate how struggle plays into your comfort zone. Notice where you are making life harder for yourself today, even in the smallest moments. Make a tiny change today so that a small struggle becomes obsolete. This absolutely, when I saw this and Spirit was like, pick it up, the angels got a number for you guys. This blew my mind because it's exactly the feeling that is happening right now. There is a level of stress and burden and weight and anxiety that is going on in the collective that is heavy, 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 heavy. And it's almost feels like a very self-inflicted, self-inflicted, like really, really difficult. So change it up. Um, Activation. Look, I'm gonna be real with you guys. For some of you, in the collective, you've shifted, you've been activated. There has been a lot going on. It's been lighting a fire in your soul to thaw your heart. Look, the activation is here, and this burden that you're feeling could be that the hibernation, it's over. You are called to reignite the spark of creation and glows like an ember in your spirit. Seriously, you need to reignite that spark of creation. You're feeling in this kind of slump, and act like you mean it. Put some passion in it. Really act like you mean it. Get a move on. It's excitement at the core of your being. And this is so much deeper than anticipation or enthusiasm. It really is. You're a new person in this moment. You have been activated. Remember who you were before they got you down. You've been activated. Understand this. This is why you're feeling so like off. You've been activated. And this is so much deeper. And you're a new person in this moment. Remember who you were before they got you down. You're feeling exposed and vulnerable right now. And you're in a state of healing. And that's what makes this really hard. When you open your heart to be examined, it's going to feel very sensitive. And this is clearly a moment that you need to clear away all the junk in your mind that's jamming up your gears. You have so much going on in your mind right now, and the weight is immense, and it feels very uncomfortable. But once you get through it, you're going to feel healed. The time is going to heal this. And in preparation for setting your intentions for the next day, these are the questions that you want to ask yourself. What is it that is holding you back right now? What is it that is holding you back right now? How are you going to move forward on the right foot? What decisions do you need to make? What do you need to filter through? What do you need to process? What fuel is feeding your desire to act with haste? All right, everybody. This is a heavy one. There's a lot going on in the collective. So if you've been feeling it, let me know below. Again, for many of you, you've been going through a shift and activation has happened or is happening for some of the collective. And it is a time to change things up. That's what it comes down to. And release some of these burdens and make some more decisive decisions, not laying that indecisiveness so much. And that involves what? Setting intentions. So this is why we check the energy for the next day, because if you're feeling this, I think you know deep down what you need to do. All right, everybody, good luck and blessings.